Hello, guys. Good evening. Hello, everyone.
Hi, teacher.
Hi,
Good
teacher.
evening.
Hello. Good
Hello,
evening.
teacher.
Hello. Okay, we have only 11 students, so we are going to wait just one more minute for the rest of the students to connect. Let's look at the agenda first, and then I will take the attendance. Okay, so we have our attendance. Then we have a video about the Earth Day. Earth Day is this Sunday, April 22nd. So we're going to do an activity related to the Earth Day. Then we're going to finish Unit 10 with the vocabulary from page 99 and page 102. Then we do a vocabulary review with a Kahoot. And finally, we do the review of Unit 10 with some extra exercises. Okay, so let's start. Let's do the first activity, the video, and then I will check the attendance because there are some students missing, okay? So let me explain to you what we're going to do here. The first activity is related to the Earth Day, so we are going to watch a short video about this important date, and then we are going to do a word cloud, okay? Brainstorm of ideas. You are going to write keywords from the video, okay? So let me open the link to play the video. Okay, so pay attention to the video and then we will write some keywords that you identified from it.
Earth Day is an
Okay, can you listen?
Yes, teacher. Yes,
Okay.
teacher.
international day celebrated around the world to pledge support for environmental protection. Mother Earth is clearly urging a call to action. Nature is suffering. Forest fires, heat records, and acid rain. Just to name a few. There are several things that you can do to help restore our Earth. Here are some examples for you to think about. Reduce the amount of meat that you eat. Cattle, sheep, and livestock have a huge carbon footprint. What is a carbon footprint? The term carbon footprint is how much carbon goes into the air because of something done by people, or that is not done by nature. We can reduce methane emissions by eating more plant-based foods. What is a plant-based diet? A plant-based diet includes vegetables, fruits, whole grains, legumes, seeds, and nuts. How will this help? Methane is emitted during the production and transport of coal, natural gas, and oil. Methane emissions also result from livestock and other agricultural practices. For example, every time a cow burps or passes gas, a little puff of methane wafts into the atmosphere. Reducing the amount of meat you eat will help decrease the amount of gas released into the atmosphere. Eating plant-based foods will help use global farmland more efficiently. Shop locally. Always try to buy food that is local and in season. On average, imported food travels 2,500 kilometers before it reaches your plate. Avoid food with unnecessary and excessive packaging. Our landfills and oceans are becoming more and more clogged with plastic bags, food containers, disposable coffee cups, and more. It's clear that the convenience of food packaging is outweighed by the waste and pollution that the packaging leaves behind. Consider whether or not the things that you are buying have an effect on deforestation and endangered species. Plogging. The word plogging is the activity of picking up litter while jogging. The name comes from Sweden, but the act of combining sports with caring for your environment is something we can do worldwide. Not only is it healthy for the environment, it's healthy for you. Recycle. To rinse or not to rinse your recyclables? That is the question. And if you do need to rinse, what about sticky stuff? Like salad dressing that clings to the sides of the container. A quick rinse is fine. You don't need to scrub those plastic and glass containers with soap and water to make them clean enough to eat off of. But taking a moment to give them a rinse will ensure that they end up getting processed. Don't just throw them into the trash. Recycle. Save water. Shorter showers save water and the energy it takes to heat that water. It may not seem like much if you cut down gradually, but by the end of the year, the total amount of energy and water saved is huge. Of course, everyone enjoys a long shower, but a minute a day will make a huge difference. Take full advantage of daylight hours. If you can, get up earlier and make good use of daylight hours. When you're in bed earlier, you'll need less lighting, and overall, you save on energy consumption. Take a moment to think about what steps you can take to restore our Earth. We are all in this together. Let's each do our part.
All right, guys, very good. So I haven't taken the attendance yet, so don't worry. Let's do the activity from the video and then I will check the attendance, all right? Don't worry. Let me send you the link. So now that we watched the video, I want you to write one keyword that you got from the video, okay? What important words do you remember from it, okay? So I will send you the link. Let's join the link and please write any keywords, important words that you remember from the video. Okay. Okay, I see some important words here. Short showers, yes. Less meat is equal to less carbon footprint. Save water. Eat off is not that important. Just remember like important ideas to help the earth. Okay, so less gas, the carbon footprint, recycle. Yes, all of these ideas are important. Reduce your the electricity use, the water use, recycle your plastic containers, paper, cardboard, all of this. All right, excellent guys, very good. So remember on April 22nd, so tomorrow, the Earth Day is celebrated. Okay, great. Now that we did the first activity, let's check the attendance for our class. Okay, let's start checking the attendance. Gerson Arismendi. Estaba. Einer Baez.
I'm here, teacher.
Okay. And Claude.
Present teacher,
Okay.
una
Dale.
cosita, la compañera Natalia Camargo me dijo que está sin luz y está buscando conexión a internet y ya se conecta.
Ok, dale, gracias. Okay. Jessit Calderón. Not here. Okay. Natalia. William Castrillón.
Hi, teacher, present.
Okay, thank you. Andrés Correa. Andrés Corredor.
Present, teacher.
Okay, Silvia Cuellar.
Present teacher.
Okay. Johan Duque.
Present, teacher.
Okay. Elkin Fernández.
Present, teacher.
Okay, Gerson, no problem. Julián Figueroa.
Present teacher.
Okay. Ginette Fontecha.
Present teacher.
Okay. Carlos Galán.
Present, teacher.
Okay. Mabel Gamboa.
Present teacher.
All right. José Alejandro Gómez.
Present, teacher.
Okay. Lisette Tarazona.
Present teacher.
Okay. Brian Vargas. Brian, no, not here. Andrés Correa, not here. Jessit, not here. Okay, guys. Good, so we already did the first activity related to the video about the Earth Day. Let's continue with our agenda. Let me show you over here. Okay, so we are going to start with the vocabulary part in page 99. So yesterday we couldn't finish this part of the unit. Let's go back to page 99. Okay, unit 10. We're going to start with a review of the vocabulary in this section is about society and change. Okay, so we are going to do this first point 1A. We have check the meaning of any words or phrases that you don't understand. Okay, let's read it together and we check for new vocabulary, new words for you. Life expectancy has increased or has decreased. What is life expectancy? What do you think this means?
Expectativa de vida.
Yes, exactly. And increased, has increased or has decreased?
Has increased, teacher.
Okay, what's increased? Up, right? It has gone up. And decrease is to go down. Aumentar y disminuir. Okay? So we're going not answering. We are not answering now, just checking the vocabulary. Okay? The average income. What is income? What's the meaning of this word?
Ingresos.
Yes, ingresos, income. So here we have the same, has risen. It's the same as to go up or has fallen. Ha subido o ha caído, okay? Has risen or has fallen. The amount of free time that we have, again, has gone up or has gone down. Healthcare and education. What is healthcare?
Cuidado de la salud.
Yes, like sistema de salud. Yes, healthcare and education. Have got better or have got worse. Living standards, estándar de vida, have improved or have deteriorated. And our levels of happiness have increased or have stayed the same. Okay, now we already checked the vocabulary. We are going to first try to predict whether the speakers will say A or B. So before we listen, over here, we are going to try to predict what they are saying. So in the last 50 years, think about the last 50 years. Life expectancy for humans in general has increased or decreased? What do you guys think?
Increase.
Increased?
Increased,
Okay.
teacher.
Okay, you agree, increased. Okay, the average income, what do you think? Ingresos promedios, has risen or has fallen? What do you guys think? You can write on the chat, A or B.
B.
You think has fallen? What about the other students? What do you think?
B, teacher.
B, you
Has
think
fallen.
it has fallen? B, okay. All right, let's select B. Now, the amount of free time we have, cantidad de tiempo libre that we have, has gone up or has gone down?
Has gone down.
I think you all agree has gone down. For healthcare and education, they have got better or have got worse in the last 50 years? I think you say better. Okay, I see your votes. Okay, the living standards overall have improved or deteriorated?
But teacher, all those is in Colombia is relative in Colombia or
We can say like in general for the whole humanity or society overall, not specifically to Colombia, but in general. Okay, the living standards, what do you think? They have improved? Okay, and our levels of happiness overall have increased or have stayed the same? So here we don't have up or down, just increased or stay the same. You say B, some A, B.
B.
You think have stayed the same? Okay, let's select B. Okay, now we have our predictions. Then we are going to listen for the correct answer to see if our predictions were correct. Okay?
Unit 10, Recording 4.
Let's pay attention. Can you listen?
Yes, teacher.
Society today is changing faster than at any time in the past. Young adults today, with their mobile phones, their online world and their social networks, live in a completely different world to their parents and grandparents. And it isn't only the technology that has changed. Over the last 50 years, life expectancy has increased dramatically. Teenagers in modern Japan, for example, can expect to live to over 80. 50 years ago, life expectancy was 65. And people in most countries have more money to spend. Over the last 50 years, average income in a country like the USA has risen 300%, and that's in today's money. That's a huge increase. And despite what people often think, free time has gone up too. Not only that, but things like healthcare and education have got much better. So we have a longer life and more free time in which we can buy more things. And let's face it, there is a lot more to buy these days. So here's the big question that experts have been asking for years. If our living standards have improved so much, why have our levels of happiness stayed the same? Why is our happiness not increasing with our income and our free time?
All right, guys, have we got all the answers, or do we need to listen again?
Teacher, I have a question. What is the number of the page?
Number of the page? 99.
Yes.
Page 99. Okay, listen one more time. Yes?
Yes, please, teacher.
Yes, teacher, please.
Okay, let's play it one more time.
Unit 10, Recording 4. Society today is changing faster than at any time in the past. Young adults today, with their mobile phones, their online world and their social networks, live in a completely different world to their parents and grandparents. And it isn't only the technology that has changed. Over the last 50 years, life expectancy has increased dramatically. Teenagers in modern Japan, for example, can expect to live to over 80. 50 years ago, life expectancy was 65. And people in most countries have more money to spend. Over the last 50 years, average income in a country like the USA has risen 300%, and that's in today's money. That's a huge increase. And despite what people often think, free time has gone up too. Not only that, but things like healthcare and education have got much better. So we have a longer life and more free time in which we can buy more things. And let's face it, there is a lot more to buy these days. So here's the big question that experts have been asking for years. If our living standards have improved so much, why have our levels of happiness stayed the same? Why is our happiness not increasing with our income and our free time?
Okay, so let's check the answers from the audio. The first, life expectancy, were we correct?
Yes, teacher, has
Yes.
increased.
Yes,
So we
teacher.
have the same answer, yes. For the second, average income, they say
Rising.
Has risen.
it has risen. Okay. Number 3, the amount of free time that people have
Has gone up.
Has gone up.
has gone up. Healthcare, yeah, it was correct for us, got better.
Yes.
And living standards also have improved. And our levels of happiness
Have stayed
the same. Yes, so we had only two that were different from the actual answers from the recording. Okay, who connected? Brian, okay. Just a moment, guys. Okay. All right, guys, let's continue. So now we have, we are going to listen. No, let's complete here. We are going to go directly to the vocabulary chart over here, and we are going to review the vocabulary part. Okay, so we have some verbs, a noun here, and some adjectives. So what we're going to do is complete the chart, complete the table, using the correct form for each category. For example, we have the verb to decrease, okay? So you are going to find the noun, the correct noun form for that, and the adjective, okay? Vamos a completar la tabla con la forma de las palabras que tenemos correctas para completar. Entonces el verbo es disminuir, to decrease. What is the noun and what is the adjective, okay? For here, economic, what is the noun? ¿Cuál es el sustantivo? Noun. Tenemos el noun education. So what is the verb and what is the adjective? Okay. Then we have equal as adjective. Igual. So what is the noun? Okay. To improve, mejorar, is the verb, the action. What is the noun in this case? And to increase, we have the verb, aumentar. So what is the noun corresponding to this word? All right. I'm going to give you 5-10 minutes so you can check, and then we will all check them together. All right. All right, let me know when you are ready. So we will check. All right, guys, good. I think some of you already finished, so let's check. So the first one that we have is to decrease. This is the verb. What is the noun form, the noun version?
Decrease.
A decrease. So the word is the same, but then we're going to pay attention to the pronunciation is a bit different, okay? So a noun is a decrease, the verb is to decrease, and the adjective?
Decreasing.
Decreasing, yes, decreasing. Good, now I have economic is the adjective. What is number 2?
The economic.
The economic.
Economy. Económico es el adjetivo. ¿Cuál es el noun? Economía. Economy. Okay. Number 3, it's education, the noun. What is the verb?
Educate.
To educate.
To educate. Very good. Educar, to educate. Educate. To educate. And what's the adjective?
Educational.
Educational.
Very good. Education. Great. Number 4, the adjective is equal. What is the noun?
Equality.
Equality. Excellent. Yes. Igualdad. Equality. Number 6, the verb is to improve. What is the noun?
Improvement.
Improvement.
Improvement. Yes, improvement. And number 6, the verb is to increase. What is the noun?
Increase.
An increase. Yes, it's written the same way. So here you have all the answers, the complete chart, a decrease, a decrease to decrease, decreasing, the economy, economic, education, to educate, educational, equality, equal, an improvement, to improve, an increase, to increase. So pay attention because these words, some of them are the same, but they all have different pronunciations, and this is on the stressed syllable, okay? En la sílaba acentuada en la palabra, okay? These are the differences in pronunciation for each form, okay? So we are going to listen, pay attention, and mark the correct o the stressed syllable. Vamos a marcar la sílaba acentuada en cada palabra, okay? So, let's start listening.
Unit 10, Recording 6. 1.
A decrease. To decrease. Decreasing.
2.
The economy. Economic.
3.
Education. To educate. Educational.
4.
Equality. Equal.
5.
An improvement. To improve.
6.
An increase. To increase.
All right. So do you notice the differences in the pronunciations? Yes? Do you notice them? Yes or no?
Yes, teacher.
Yes? Not really?
Yes, teacher.
Let's look at the chart over here. So we have the noun is a decrease. What is the stressed syllable? Is D, okay? The first syllable, a decrease, okay? Then the verb is, we accentuate the second syllable, to decrease, okay? To decrease, the stress, la fuerza, el acento va en la segunda sílaba, to decrease. And in the adjective, also in the second, decreasing, okay? Here is the stress for the adjective. A decrease, to decrease, decreasing, okay? Then we have the economy is in the second syllable, economy. Then we have, for the adjective, economic is in the third syllable, economic, okay? The stress changes. Then we have education. The stress is in the third syllable, education. In the verb is in the first, to educate, educate, okay? And in the adjective, also in the third syllable, educational, educational. Okay, then we have equality is the first syllable, equality. And in the adjective, also in the first, equal. Number 5, an improvement, second syllable. In the verb is also the second, to improve, okay? And the last, an increase, and in the verb, to increase, okay? Here is in the first, here is in the second. So especially 1 and 6, they are, it's complicated or tricky because the word is the same. Se nos puede hacer complicado o es engañoso porque es la misma palabra, ¿no? Entonces, se escribe igual. Decrease y to decrease. Escribimos igual, pero la pronunciación cambia, ¿ok? So let's practice. Let's start with Keiner. You can read the first line of words, number 1.
Yes, teacher. A decrease.
No.
No.
A decrease
A decrease. A decrease. To decrease.
Yes.
Decreasing.
Yes, good. So remember, the noun is in the first, a decrease. Then to decrease, the second, and the adjective is decreasing. Okay, good. Maveli, can you read the second line?
The economic and economic.
No, the economy, economic. Aquí no está en el co, sino en el no. Again.
The economy.
Economic.
Economic.
Okay. Aquí está en la co y acá está en el no. The economy y la otra es economic. Okay.
Economic.
Yes. William, can you read number 3, please?
Okay, teacher. Education, to educate, educational.
Education, to educate, educational. Good. Let's continue. Jean-Claude, 4.
Quality, equal.
Yes, good. Elkin, number 5. Elkin?
Yes, teacher, I don't see very an improvement. Number 5, yes?
Yes, and?
An improvement and to improve.
Yes, good. And the last one, let's see, Carlos.
Okay, teacher. Number 6. Increase.
And the other?
To increase.
You sound the same. Las dijiste igual. Increase es al principio. An increase.
Increase.
An increase, and the other one is to increase.
To increase.
Yes. Yes. So, and yes, it's difficult for us because it's the same word. Se nos dificulta porque es la misma palabra y la pronunciación nos cambia dependiendo de si es sustantivo o verbo, okay? So that's a homework for you all to practice this chart. Les dejo de tarea que practiquen la pronunciación de este cuadrito, especialmente la 1 y la 6. A decrease y el verbo es to decrease, okay? Igual la 6. An increase, un aumento, y el verbo to increase, aumentar. Okay? Good. Okay, guys, so this is the first part of the vocabulary, unit 10. We're going to stop here with this page, and we will continue with the next part of the vocabulary is on page 102. Entonces ya cubrimos una parte del vocabulario que nos faltaba. Ahora vamos con la siguiente, página 102, page 102, okay? So in page 102, we have some more vocabulary related to society, and in this case, is to some social issues, okay? Before we start checking and reading the vocabulary, I want you to think about these questions and we will discuss here in the class. First question is, would you like to be the president or the prime minister of Colombia? In this case, the president. Why or why not? And think of one thing that you would change if you were president, okay? If you were president of Colombia. Okay, let's have 2 minutes to think about our answers. Would you like to be the president? Why or why not? And think of one thing that you would change if you were the president, okay? Let's have 2 minutes and then we socialize and discuss your answers. All right, guys. Good. Let's answer the questions. Any volunteer that would like to participate?
Me teacher.
Okay, Julian, tell me.
The first one, would you like to be a president or premier minister of your country? Why not?
Yes.
Yes, obviously yes, because in my country, I don't say that I will be the best president, but in comparing with my actual president, I think that everything and everyone will be
better.
Yes, that only one or
And what the other one thing that you would change if you were the president?
Obviously, I will attack the corruption, crime, poverty.
Okay.
The most important for me.
The most important, not only one, but three: corruption, crime, poverty.
Obviously, yeah. Oh, wow.
Okay. Everything. Okay, thank you, Julian. Yes. Good. Another student that would like to participate? No.
Teacher.
Okay, Silvia.
The first one, I don't know. It's too pressure and stress.
Too much pressure.
And too much pressure. Yes. And the second one, I think about the poverty, to the increase superior education and like support the startups, like como los emprendimientos.
Yes, a startup is
something
correct.
like that.
To support startup companies.
Yes, and superior education to the people that can like to access. I don't know how
to access.
to the superior to access to that kind of education.
Yeah, or university, right? You mean university
Yes.
and up.
Yes.
All right. To support more people in this superior education. All right, good. Let's see another opinion. I would like to listen maybe to Jose. Yes, Jose Alejandro. Nope. Okay. Let's see, maybe who hasn't started yet? Maybe Jeanette?
Yes, teacher. For the first one,
Yeah.
and I know I wouldn't like it.
Yes, why not?
I would like to help the country, but I feel that is not the right way because in this there is a lot of corruption and dangers.
Yes, in politics.
Yes, teacher.
The
For
second?
the second, I would like to invest more money in education, health, and working the farms.
Yeah, agriculture.
Yes, agriculture, and try to end the monopolies of companies.
All right, good, perfect. Thank you, guys. Thank you for your opinion, your participation. Very good. So we are going to continue now. We are going to introduce the vocabulary. In here we have some words. So the activity is for you to categorize them into 3 different groups, right? We have groups in society, social problems, and government responsibilities. Okay, so we have the words over here. You're going to classify them into each category. The wealthy, do you know what is this? Wealthy? It's here, it's in a group in society. The wealthy. So people with a lot of money, like an elite, business people, politicians, they are all wealthy. They have a lot of money. How can we say in Spanish this word?
Burgueses.
Yes.
Ricos.
Yes, adinerados, ricos, right? It's a synonym to rich, wealthy. Okay, we have corruption, healthcare, racism, unemployment, homelessness. Do you know what is homelessness?
Sin hogar.
Okay.
Yes, sin hogar. In Spanish, we would say, I think the word is indigencia. I'm not so sure.
Yes.
Similar to this. Defense, taxpayers. Do you know what are tax or taxes?
Impuestos.
Impuestos. Payers.
Pagadores.
Yes, it's a. So in Spanish we would say like.
Contribuyentes.
Yes, exactly. Contribuyentes. The opposition parties. So a party is not like woohoo party. It's like el bando, okay? The opposition party or the ruling party, okay? En la parte, party. Crime, education, the poor, the government, ordinary people, pollution, transport, poverty, and balancing the budget. Budget is presupuesto, okay? So I'm going to give you some time to categorize these words into the 3 different groups: society, social problems, or government responsibilities. Yes?
Excuse me, I don't hear very well. What is the meaning of the wealthy?
the wealthy, like rich people, powerful people.
Ah, okay.
Okay. This is the meaning.
And homelessness.
Homelessness. Las personas indigencia, diríamos en español. El estado de no tener un hogar, un techo. Homelessness.
Ah, okay. Thank you.
Okay, let me know when you are ready, guys, so we can check the answers together. All right, good. Let's start checking. Let's start checking the answers. So the second word that we have, let's see, Andres Felipe, corruption. Where did you put the word corruption? Which category?
I put in both in two categories. First,
Which?
I put corruption in social problems and also in government responsibilities.
Okay, but in this case, la responsabilidad sería acabar con la corrupción. La corrupción como tal es simplemente un problema social, ¿ok? Entonces, si fuera erradicar y eso, sí sería la responsabilidad, ¿ok? The next word, healthcare. Carlos, where did you put it? Healthcare.
Okay, teacher. And government responsibilities.
Yes, healthcare is government responsibility. Racism. Elkin, where did you put it? Racismo, racism.
I don't hear the word. What is?
Racism, racismo.
It's a social problem.
It's a social problem, racism. All right, good. Next, we have Jeanette. The word is unemployment.
Social problems?
Yes. Unemployment. Social problem. Next, Jean-Claude. Homelessness.
Social problems.
Yes, also a social problem. Homelessness. All right, continue. Next is Gerson. Defense.
Government problem.
A government responsibility, yes. Defense. Government responsibility. Johan. Next we have taxpayers.
Group in society.
Yes, group in society, taxpayers. Okay, then Jose Alejandro. The opposition parties.
Is a social problem? No, groups in society.
Yeah, it's a group in society.
Yes.
The opposition parties. Opposition parties. Okay, next is Julián. Crime. Ya está, creo que crime es la que ya tenemos. Sí, la siguiente. Entonces, the poor. The poor.
Poor in social problems.
No, the poor is a group in society. El problema social sería poverty, la pobreza.
Okay.
Como decimos, los pobres, the poor is the group in society. Okay, the poor. Then continue, Painter, the government.
Is a group in society.
A group in society, yes. Next is Lisette, ordinary people.
Groups in society.
Yes, ordinary people. Next word is pollution. Mabeli?
Pollution and government responsibilities.
No. Well,
Social problems.
maybe a social problem is caused by society, sí, se causa en la sociedad, so es un problema social, pollution, y ambiental. Then we have, ¿me respondió Lisette? ¿O Mabeli? No recuerdo. ¿Quién fue la última?
Mabel, teacher.
Mabel,
Your
okay.
teacher.
Okay, Silvia Natalia. Next is transport.
Teacher, I think it's a social problem.
Okay, but we are talking about not, no dice tráfico o trancones, sino simplemente
Okay.
el transporte.
So,
We would say it's maybe
so it's a government
responsibility, yes.
government responsibility.
Yes, podría ser tomado de ambas maneras, o un problema del transporte, sí, también. Transport. Then we have poverty. Poverty, William.
Teacher, could be social problems.
Yes, social problem, poverty. Then, and the last one we have is balancing the budget. Let's start again, Andres Felipe. Balancing the budget, Andres. What do you think?
Okay. It should be a government responsibility.
Yes. Balancing the budget
But,
is government
yes.
responsibility.
But of course, I think in some cases, the people are incrementing the prices of some things. As we can see, we could see in the pandemic.
Yes, in the pandemic. Yeah.
So I don't know.
It can be also a problem, a social problem.
Yes.
If it's not done correctly. All right, guys, good. So before we go any further with the vocabulary, I want to play a Kahoot just to review both parts of the vocabulary that we studied. All right? Let me open the link so you can join. Okay, let's go to the link, please, and join. Okay, we are waiting for the rest of the students to join the Kahoot. Okay, let's start. Okay, and the last one. Okay, let's check the results. Good, Jean-Claude, the winner for today, then Lisette and Carlos. Excellent. All right, guys, good. So listen, let's close the Kahoot over here. And I have two exercises that I want to do just to finish Unit 10, all right? We're going to finish this unit today in this part of the class. In the second part, you will start the new unit, okay? So for this, I have a small practice with possibilities with if. So remember the topic that we covered, the conditionals. So I'm going to give you again some minutes to read all the sentences and match them with the corresponding, the correct one in front of it, okay? So let's have some minutes. For example, if you won a lot of money, what would you do with it? I would travel around the world. Okay, so let's have some time. Let me know when you finish, and then we will check them all together. Okay, let's start checking the answers. Let's start with Silvia. Silvia Natalia, the second one. What would you do if someone tried to rob you in the street?
Teacher, wait, I probably just give him all my money and run.
Okay, let's see. Trying to rob you in the street. Okay, the last one, yes. I'd probably just give him all my money and run. Okay, yes, good. Thank you. Now, Maveli, the next, if you broke down on the motorway, would you get out of the car? Es la autopista, motorway.
Teacher, I think is no, I lock the doors and stay inside.
Okay, yes, no, I wouldn't. I would lock the doors and stay inside. Okay, Lisette, the next one. Would you know what to do if someone cut their arm badly? Lisette?
I think I probably tie something around it.
Okay, I think I would probably tie something around it. Good. Okay, next, if you knew a friend of yours was stealing money from his company, would you tell anyone?
Uh, I might tell another friend so we decide what to do.
Yes, I might tell another friend so we decide what to do. Okay, Julian, next, would you feel safe walking home alone at night in your town?
No, I definitely wouldn't. It's too dangerous after dark here.
It's too dangerous after dark here. Okay, continue. Jose, would you ever move to another country if you had the chance?
Oh, yes, I love to have the opportunity to experience another culture.
Good. Another culture. Johan, what would you do if you found out, si te dieras cuenta o averiguaras, you found out you were going to have a baby? Yes. What would you do if you found out you were going to have a baby?
I I agree with happiness and my family.
And tell all my family. I'd cry with happiness and tell all my family. All right, continue, Gerson. If someone offered you a free bungee jump, what would you do?
Okay, teacher, I might do it for the experience if I was feeling brave.
I might do it for experience if I was feeling brave. And the last one, Jean-Claude, can you read it? Would you ever eat raw meat?
Teacher, I can see the last one.
No. If I was hungry enough, yes, I would.
Yes, but es que no alcanzaba a ver, de pronto la pantalla, la última no la alcanzaba a leer.
Okay, no problem. He says, would you ever eat raw meat? ¿Comerías carne cruda? If I was hungry enough, yes, I would. All right, so this is just to review the use of the second conditional to make possibilities. I have, let's delete this. Okay, so let's check the last exercise for today. I want you to practice the use of likely to. Is, are, or isn't, or aren't likely to with these sentences, okay? You are going to complete it according to the verb that you have over here. Okay, I will do the first as an example, and then you can use these minutes to do it individually. We not eat until late. So we have something now. Have something now if you're hungry. We aren't likely to. Okay, we aren't likely to eat until late. So have something now if you are hungry. All right. So let's have a couple of minutes to do the others, and then we will check them together. All right, guys, ready? Let's check them so we can finish for today. So, Jeanette, the second sentence, how did you complete it?
Ronnie isn't likely to play on Saturday.
Ronnie isn't likely to play on Saturday. Number 3, Carlos.
Yes, teacher. The news are likely to be bad. They think a lot of people were hurt.
The news are likely to be bad. I think a lot of people were hurt. All right, good. Andres Felipe, number 4.
Number 4. You will not. Oh.
You need to use is or are or is or isn't likely to.
Okay. You aren't improve if you don't practice.
No, that's not the answer. The answer is you
aren't
aren't likely to improve if you don't practice. Okay. Number 5, Silvia Natalia.
We are not likely to sleep much tonight. We are having a party next door.
Yes, we are not likely to sleep much tonight. Maveli, number 6, passengers.
Passengers aren't, no, passengers are likely to experience.
Long delays at the airport. Yes, are likely to experience long delays at the airport. And the last one, Lisette, Graham and Shirley
aren't likely to arrive here soon, what with all this traffic.
Yes, they aren't likely to arrive here soon with all this traffic. All right, guys, good. So with this activity, we finish unit 10. Please come back at 8 for the next part of the class, all right? See you next week. Bye-bye. See you on Monday. Have a nice weekend.
Bye-bye,
Bye-bye.
teacher. Nice weekend.
Bye,
Bye-bye.